Hi guys, welcome to this session. This segment of
The
of
Bobcast.
the of the Bobcast. Today we'll be talking about uh the Man U and Arsenal's transfer news.
What Arsenal transfer news, bro?
Bro,
What
chill,
Arsenal
chill,
transfer news?
chill. Yeah, you can clearly see hear Ronit in the background chatting shit.
Bro, I'll wax off my own body hair if Arsenal sign anyone that's worth over 15 million. There's
15?
no way.
Oh
There's no
shit.
way.
Okay,
There's
no, 50,
there's
no.
no way,
I think
dude.
you're gonna say
What?
50, 50, 50. Yeah, I agree with.
No, you
I want
heard
to
me.
agree with.
15. There's no way.
15?
There's
Bro,
no
yo,
way.
wax your own body hair. Yo, wax your own body
You
hair. Fucking upload it there.
da 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 da. We know. You guys saw the title of this video. You know what this is about. You know what this is about.
Bro,
And it's perfect. We have
fucking
an Arsenal fan here. We needed an Arsenal fan here to talk about this because we're going to be talking about the one player Man United need to sign above Jadon Sancho.
folks, suck a
And
dick.
first, no, wait, first I'm going to say this, all right? Because I already know people are going to get pissed at me and say like, "Oh, why don't you want Jadon Sancho? He's young and he's so talented. We don't have any depth up front. You want to rely on Mason Greenwood for a whole season. He's only 18 years old." But the thing is that anyone who's watched our last few games knows that our number one need, our number one positional need, is a central midfielder. Okay, someone specifically that can replace Nemanja Matic, because as soon as he is not on the field, we are like we're back to mid-table. We're back to old pre-Bruno Manchester United. Like Nemanja Matic is so important, and not only like he can do everything. He wins balls. I saw a stat. He had like 15 recoveries a couple games ago, and he's like 33. Like what? He can recover the ball. He can drop in and play the center back. Um, he's like the only one on our team, and I really mean this. There is not a single other center midfielder on our team that can bring up the ball from Harry Maguire or from Lindelof, bring it all the way up to the midfield and start directing flow like the Nemanja Matic can. There's no one else that can pass out from the back like Matic, and we need a player who can do it. And there is one player on the transfer. Actually, there are multiple players, but there is one perfect player on the transfer market that can do it.
Too bad he's
And
going to Arsenal.
he plays for Atletico Madrid. His name is Thomas Partey,
Don't worry,
and we need to
he'll be
sign
taking
him.
the
And we
number
need
6 at Arsenal. Don't worry.
to my ass yet. I mean, I know Arsenal was supposed to be in for him, but like we know Arsenal was never actually in for him.
We
You
never
know,
did to him. His
those
dad
those
literally
cheap,
wants.
those cheap.
Everybody wants him to go to Arsenal. So chill. He even wants to go to Arsenal, bro. All the Ghanaians are Arsenal fans, bro.
My ass, he wants to go to Arsenal. My ass, he wants to go to Arsenal. Ain't no way he wants to go to Arsenal. There is no
Okay,
competitive
now,
young footballer who wants to go to Arsenal.
bro. The thing about going to Arsenal, it's not just about. It's not just.
Shut up! No, don't even start. Don't even start. Don't even start with your dumbass history. We're a big club and shit like that. I don't even want to hear it.
I'm not gonna talk about history. Like, let's be real. No, it's just the fact that
Oh,
you're.
you're about to bring up the Invincibles. You're about to bring up the
Well,
Invincibles. I can
no, I don't.
feel it.
I'm not like a normal Arsenal fan that will consistently. We can't really talk about the Invincibles period, particularly after City's and Liverpool's recent success. We really shouldn't.
Well, okay.
We
I
just
I will. I mean, if I have to lay down the verdict, the Invincibles are definitely better than the Scousers this season. All right, I've never seen a faker team. Okay,
we're
they've achieved nothing. They're champions of the Premier League. That happens every year. They've
yeah,
achieved nothing special. I don't want to hear it.
yeah,
I don't
exactly.
want to hear it.
They literally bottled the treble Champions League as well as Champions League. They bottled they also bought Invincibles run and they bottled what's they bottle?
The points
The 100,
they
yeah,
bottled the points record too.
yeah, the 100-point record.
Yeah, yeah, bro. They're not even in
They
the same
even
conversation
they
as
even
the best teams in the history of the Prem.
they
No debate.
Yeah, they even balled the home run, the home uh.
Yeah, right.
I
The win streak. Yeah,
think it was
yeah.
no, wasn't it to
They
Burnley?
literally got nothing.
Yeah, wasn't it to Burnley or something?
Yeah, they drew against Burnley. Oh, they're the ones that drew against Burnley.
Yeah,
I was wondering who drew against Burnley. Yeah. Uh,
Watford.
but
Yeah,
back to my man Tomas, who by the way knocked out the Scouser in the Champions League. He's already perfect. He's already perfect for the team, dude.
yeah,
The one the one the one drawback about him is that he's like 27 or
yeah,
something, which is like which is probably why, if I'm being honest, we were never gonna sign him. But like he is so perfect for the team. He can
yeah,
do exactly what Matic does. He plays, and people are gonna. I already know people are gonna say like he's not a CDM. He's a box to box. He's
yeah,
not a true defensive midfielder. But like neither is Matic. We just need him to fit the role that Matic plays, which is like bring the ball up, make good consistent passes, um, drop back when we need him to. And I'm pretty sure he plays pretty deep whenever I watched
yeah. He
him.
does.
I know he like yeah, he does, right?
Yeah, him and Saul. But Saul plays like
Yeah,
he plays more like obviously more up front than him. But yeah, so Party
yeah,
definitely is the deepest midfielder in Atletico's. Uh,
yeah. So I mean, I know it's never gonna happen because like I mean, let's like who controls the transfers at Man United? Ed Woodward, Matt Judge. Like, what is their priority for us to win? For us to win trophies? No, it's for marketing and to get more sponsorship money. And like, who better than the young English star Jadon Sancho? So like, I've never been even though given all like the variables of like the market and there's been so many reports today I think that came out from like really reliable sources that are saying Dortmund like does not want to reduce the fee at all, like they
yeah,
want in excess of 100 million. So even in spite of that, I'm still confident that we're going to shell out money to pay Jadon Sancho, just because I know like Woodward would never pass up on this opportunity to like milk all the attention for the sponsorship money. Like I just know he won't be able to pass it up.
yeah,
And even if Sancho, like I'm not saying Sancho would be a bad fit on our team. Obviously, we need a right winger. Like in the ideal world, we'll buy Sancho and a midfielder like Partey. But if I had to choose one, like if I look, there's a decent chance that we don't make Champions League, as much as I hate to admit it. And if we don't make Champions League, we don't get the 25 million from Adidas in sponsorship money. And so that combined with the fact that Dortmund, like, they really don't need to budge. Like people are saying, Sancho only has 2 years on his contract, so if he doesn't go anywhere this year, it's
yeah,
gonna be like Dortmund's not gonna have any leverage next year, you know. But the thing is, like, that I even next year with a year left on his contract, I don't see like the max. If we don't get Champions League, the max I could see us paying for Jadon Sancho is like 70 million, maybe. You know, like I don't even know if we'd pay that because um like we're we don't have any money, dude. Like our finances aren't as good as people like. I know people think we have a lot of money and stuff, but we rely a lot on match day revenue. So I don't know. I don't think we'd have the money to pay for Sancho if we didn't get Champions League. So in the scenario that we don't get Champions League, um, like the most likely scenario is that Jadon Sancho, even if we get Champions League or not, is gonna cost us over 100 million. And the question is, do we want to pay that now, or you know, because right now we're the only team in for him. Like it's
exactly.
crazy to admit it, but like we're the like like Fabrizio's even said it, like there's no other teams that are in for Jadon Sancho besides Manchester United. Um, so if we just wait until next year, he's gonna be cheaper than 100 million for
Yeah,
sure
that's why like
because he has a year left on his contract.
yeah,
Like I don't understand why don't we save money now? Because clearly we're cash strapped. Why don't we save money this year? But why didn't we buy someone like Partey who had a release clause of 45 million? That is criminal. That is criminal for a player of his quality. It is criminal.
But he's
I don't know how. I don't know how no one swooped that up. That is a better deal than Ziyech. That is a better deal than Ziyech. Okay, and I don't know how no one scooped that up. We should have scooped that up, man. We should have scooped that up. And it hurts. It hurts because like I knew even though there was so much talk about him going to Arsenal, if Man United dropped him a contract and said, "Do you want to come to Man United?" and he had to choose between Arsenal and Man United, you know where he's coming. You know where he's coming.
Well, no,
He's coming. He's coming to.
you'll just
He's.
sign for Atletico Madrid, and then if you guys still want him, then you'll have to pay 90 mil.
I know. Yeah. Well, now. Well, I guess that's not confirmed, right? No one's confirmed if he signed a new
Yeah,
contract, but that's what everyone's saying.
yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
to be honest, if I were in charge of Man U, I would definitely go for Party though, like because it's just smart. Because Arsenal's in a crisis situation right now. I don't think he
I
really wants
know,
to
right?
be playing for a very defensively minded Atletico Madrid side, and
Yeah.
it would be a perfect move because he would fit right into Man U, play a much more
I
attacking
know.
team. He'd
Like we just gave. Yeah, like we just gave Matic a 3-year extension. He's gonna be like 36 when it's over, or 35, something like that. It's
yeah,
just like he's playing in an elite level now, but we've seen like there's a reason Ole didn't play him. Like he didn't start him against Crystal Palace. It's because he's freaking 32. He doesn't have the legs to play every game, and it's not gonna get better. It's not like he's gonna go dip himself in a fountain of youth after every game, right? It's only gonna get worse.
yeah.
So I don't know.
Actually,
I think we need someone younger to replace him.
yeah. But to be fair, actually, I don't know if Party might. Now that you're just looking back at it, you can actually have a lot of your midfield's just going to be composed of a bunch of 26, 27 year olds. And with Liverpool and City still out there, and yeah, City and with City's ban being overturned and stuff, so all their players are going to stay. And Chelsea's also up and coming. There's no guarantee you're going to actually genuinely win the Premier League or win even like other European honors the next few years.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I
that
know, I know.
so
But
that's
like,
a risk to get. It might even be considered a risk to get Party because then you'll have like if you don't win anything the next 4 years, you're kind of screwed afterwards.
yeah. I mean, that's the one thing that I mentioned. This is age. He's too old. That's why I think there's another player that I really like that plays similar to him in Italy. Milinkovic Savic. That
Yeah,
I thought we were gonna get him last year.
he's gonna
There
get.
was actually reports. There was like reports that we were gonna get him last year,
Yeah,
and I feel like he would play it perfect. Like he'd be a perfect fit. I feel like he plays really similar to Matic as well. So, and he's only 25. He was 24 last year when we could have gotten him.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I don't know. It kind of sucks, man. But like, if the reports are true and he signed a new contract for like, and his like buyout clause is like 9 million or something now,
yeah. Don't
then
get.
there's like no reason we should go for him. Like
Yeah,
that's just too much for a player who's 27.
yeah,
But it hurts because I feel like it was so obvious that we should have bought him when he was 45 million. Um, because like even if Sancho comes in, I know our forwards can't stay in form forever. Yeah, I mean I know that, but even if Sancho comes into this team right now and Matic isn't playing, I don't see how it's any different than what we saw against Crystal Palace the other day. Like we'll just be Sancho will just be sprinting back like Mr. Welsh Sonic, Dan James, trying to defend all day because he's not going to have Matic to bring up the ball and give it to him. You know?
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I want to hear about Arsenal transfer news now.
Well, like it's all over the place.
All right. Well, looks like we're done. Looks
Chill,
like we
chill,
gotta
chill,
end the
chill,
video.
chill, chill,
That's
chill, chill. So like, right now, like pretty much this whole like throughout since the pandemic, since like March, we've always been like linked to parties. Always been the main focus. We've also had like
yeah,
interest in Upamecano from RB
yeah,
Leipzig as well. We've that's basically been going on for the past year. But to be honest, both of those are going to be rather relatively expensive
Mhm.
for us right now. For other teams, clearly not, but us, yeah. And we're
I mean, I
also,
think. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, we're also looking at uh, a guy called Dominique Zoblazai. He's a center attacking midfielder. But he's also like heavily linked to AC Milan, another team I like. But yeah, but it
Yeah,
looks like Ragnick is most likely gonna pick him up.
yeah.
And
That's a good pickup, by the way,
yeah,
Rangnick. I wish we would have gotten him,
yeah, yeah. So it's
dude.
like we really there's like so many reports on like who we're gonna get. There's we should just focus on getting like actually getting party done before we start really worrying about other signings.
Honestly, is like okay. I know for us, if we want to be competitive,
Yeah,
Party seems like the option that would make us competitive most quickly. For you guys, I don't know if that's the case because I feel like a defender is a lot more important for
no.
Arsenal.
Well, like
Like their defense is like it's shambolic.
well, the thing. Okay, the only phrase is like if you actually look, we've conceded less goals than Chelsea. Like I know Chelsea's is also really shit as well.
Really, is that true?
Yeah, we've conceded
Well,
less.
Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea's defense is not a great measuring stick. To
Yeah,
be fair,
yeah, but like
they've conceded 49 goals. Jeez.
no,
Yeah.
it's just because like uh our like if you really look at like the goals that we concede, they're like boneheaded mistakes from the center backs itself. It's not like in the past where
Yeah.
like we just had like an awful system that they combined with the individual like bullshit and like retardation from some of these like defenders. Like it was like very easy to score on. It was like an absolute joke. But now it's
Yeah.
like if you get these defenders in like 1v1 situations or in set pieces, then they'll show like how bad of defenders they truly are. So it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think we need new defenders, but going forward, I honestly think is kind of worse. Like we can't create that much as we used to, and it's also like part of the reason is because like we don't really have anybody. We have to play like uh two very two defensively minded midfielders pretty much the whole time because like uh it's because like mainly because we like we have like no attacking mid- midfielder or like somebody like actually I don't know if I'm saying right now. Really rephrase this. Like we have to play like twos because like I think Shaka I think Arteta's identified that Shaka is like very like one sided, I guess per se. And there's also he's not really the most athletic as well, fast. So he needs somebody to like partner with him to allow him to
Mhm.
go forward and help create as well. Because when uh, Shaka's like in the past when he was with Borussia Mönchengladbach and with Switzerland, he was actually very he was you would have mistaken him for like a you could mistake him for an attacking midfielder per se. Not
Yeah.
exactly, yeah, like a center mid. So you can mistake him. So he was definitely like he definitely could like create a bit more, help
I
create.
mean, your
Oh,
attack is sorted for the future, right? I mean,
not really.
Saka,
Oh yeah, you're talking. Oh,
and you have Martinelli, who's not as good as Greenwood, but still very good.
okay.
Um,
Your
and
first, your first.
even wait, so Martinelli plays striker, right?
Yeah, well, Martinelli, well, like he's traditionally like I think like in Itano, like the club he came from, a lot of time he actually did play on the left wing. Uh,
Hmm.
he's not really
But
like
that's
like
isn't that Saka's best position, left
yeah,
wing?
as well. Yeah, left
Yeah.
wing
I
soccer.
mean, isn't that perfect? Like you got Pepe on the right, Martinelli and Saka. Isn't that sorted? I
Well,
mean,
no, the thing is like
Pepe gets a lot of banter, but he's not been that. He's been like pretty decent. Not 80 million's worth, but
yeah, I
he's been
agree with
decent.
that. Without that, he's like 40 at most, really, 40 or 50.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
thing about
But it's not like he's been bad.
Yeah, Martinelli kind of plays like Aubameyang, almost like he's the type of guy that will drift like he's the type of striker that will drift in and relies a lot on his pace, I guess. But
Yeah,
isn't like really the best at pull-up play and dribbling wise. So I think eventually he will be converted into like an actual striker. So
I think. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Arteta's focused on trying to re-sign Aubameyang, but I feel like you guys should be trying to sell him. No, I
exactly.
mean, this is like, why not try to cash out on him and Lacazette if you already know that they're not going to be a part of your future,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
obviously they're not.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
not? And why not try to invest in a talented defender and talented mids, which is
Yeah.
clearly the area that you're lacking.
Yeah, like I don't understand why so many like people and like a lot of Arsenal fans and a lot of like the board, they have this like fascination about saying like I see all these comparisons to like uh um Henri, Van Persie, Sanchez, that like he's like, oh yeah, we can't let this guy go. He's literally like the top dollar. You're never gonna get another
Yeah,
striker just like him. Yeah, like I think we're not gonna get another. We're not gonna get a goal scorer as good as him. But the thing is, um, he doesn't offer much to the game if he doesn't score goals. Like if you really look
yeah,
at this, if you really look at this, like the vast majority of these games, he's actually been poor. Like let's just be real. Like other than Norwich and Leicester, I don't really remember anything he did in the rest of this game. The rest of the game since the pandemic. Like you can partially
yeah.
blame it
I
on
mean,
the
he's in. It's not like he's been bad. I mean,
yeah
isn't he in contention for the Golden
but he's
Boot,
not
right?
he's not. I'm not saying he's bad, but like okay, but then again, you look at the amount of goals he scores against like I don't want to be mean, but like
Yeah.
lesser tier position at times, and just like
It's like Lukaku, dude.
yeah
Like that's why a lot of Man U fans got pissed at Lukaku.
yeah
Like
but
you saw it against really mid-table bad teams, but then against the big six, he was like what Maguire is this year. Like he's a freaking fridge. Just wouldn't do anything.
yeah and like
And actually, okay, Maguire gets a lot of slack that he shouldn't get. I
yeah
gotta say that,
yeah
especially once you see freaking Scouser Van Dyke uh getting exposed a couple days ago.
it's chill uh so I'm just like Aubameyang's not like a huge complaint I heard about from so many fucking Arsenal fans is that oh fucking Ozil fucking hides around. Look at it like in the past he was like oh when he like always hides around like where is he? He's invincible and stuff. Like Aubameyang shows the same like signs. He does the same shit. If he literally doesn't score goals, it's like you won't remember his performance. Like
Well, what about Lacazette?
Lacazette does more throughout the game, but like he's kind of at times he is woeful at goal. Like I'm gonna like the huge. I think last year he was very consistent. He didn't really get as many opportunities, but he was like when he was at goal, he actually he generally took his chances, and a lot of the goals he actually scored were actually from like difficult situations as well, and he offers more to the game. The generally like
I
he'll
feel like
create
he's
ball
been pretty
play.
poor this year though,
Yeah, I
right?
agree. He's been well. He's brought up his form like recent, like the past 5 games. But
Yeah,
like
yeah, he
3 months
is.
before then, he was off. Like I'm gonna be honest, he was awful.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, he has.
like the huge point I'm making about bombing though, however, I just don't think he's worth 300K for a 31-year-old. It's an absolute
He's
joke. Like
not. He's not. Yeah, no
yeah,
way.
it's
No
ridiculous.
way.
It's like
I think Sancho would be on less wages than that.
yeah, no, most Premier League players are on less wages than that. I don't like if you're getting paying somebody for 300K, they should generally be in the top 10 discussion for like footballers in general in Europe, in the world,
Yeah.
pretty much. And they consistently perform against the best opposition, and they're not just simply like very one-dimensional goal scorers or something like that. They have to be. They have
But
to. What?
his contract is over this year.
No, it's over next year.
Next year, okay. So you probably won't get too much if you try to sell him, but
Yeah,
it's better than letting him go for
I
free
can't.
because I don't see him staying at Arsenal if I'm being honest.
I don't understand what the fuck Raul's trying to do. Like Raul, like he came in like when he came to Arsenal, he's like, oh, I've been seeing so many players walk free. Oh, they've walked free and stuff. we let them go for free and stuff. They're looking at Sanchez and shit. It's like I'm never gonna let that happen again. First thing happens, fucking lets Ramsey go, our best midfielder, for free to Juve, just to sit on the bench. Like, come on. We literally let 3 of our creative midfielders, or 3 out of 4 of our best creative. Well, thank you guys for tuning into this week's segment of the Bobcast.